Hello, good morning. My name is M.Tommy, pastor of Peace Ark Ministry. So wonderful to return to your screen today. I wouldn't have loved to say this, but let me just say this so that you understand that that person, I don't know if that's a human being or whatever, called Bisola, because Johnson is questionable. That creature called Bisola is not someone anybody should take serious. Okay. Now, this I don't know what's really happened if BBC have really sat down to think about what they do. Except it's not BBC, maybe someone else. Let me tell you the truth. In short, the moment I saw Bisola and Agomo on that documentary, I know it was gonna be a trash, nonsense, you know, and it's gonna be nonsense. Today, I want to tell you exactly what is the anger of Bisola against Prophet TB Joshua, this coin, and maybe Evelyn Joshua. You know that Bisola actually went to the synagogue of all nations just to marry Prophet TB Joshua. The anger is that Prophet TB Joshua was not loosed, was not that kind of man she thought or she thinks she could get. Maybe she has been doing it with other pastors, other prophets, but she couldn't get Prophet TB Joshua. And the only way for her to revenge, for her to fight back, was for her to, started doing all those stuff she was used to do and what she's still doing today. I think we have seen one or two videos where Bisola went back to the Senator Revolution to bake. Those ones are intro now. Those ones are intro. Those are like an intro to the full video. That's like one out of 100 times she has gone to the Synagogue of all nations to beg Prophet TB Joshua to have mercy on her and forgive her. You know the story already, but let me tell you the ones you've not heard before. And you know that definitely Daddy would have never and would never accept Bisola into the church if she was not a kind person, if she was not a good person. He wouldn't have done that. But Daddy did that because he practiced what he preaches. If he tells you to love, he loves. When he tells you to forgive, he forgives. Whatever he asks you to do, that's something he does. Let me tell you something you've not heard before. That name, Johnson, in Bisola's name is not like her real name. Bisola, you are hearing me now. Bisola, I'm challenging you. Go and bring your primary school certificate if it bears Bisola Johnson. Bisola, I'm challenging you. Go and bring your birth certificate if you have it all. Because the way I see you, it's like you didn't even have a root. Go and bring your birth certificate. Bring your certificate of origin. Bring your school living certificate. Let's see if it has Bisola Johnson on it. I don't want you to go and fabricate it. Go and bring the original one. If it has Bisola Johnson on it, he doesn't. What's her anger? There was a time that everybody need to go for a crusade with Daddy. Bisola, you're hearing me now. The reason why Bisola did not go for that crusade was because Bisola wanted to change when they asked them to go for to do passports, because she didn't have a passport. So everybody were asked to do passport so you could travel. Bisola said that her surname is Joshua. Bisola wanted to be a Bisola Joshua. That is a fa. That cannot happen. I'm not your father. Look for your father's name. How can you tell me you don't have a father's name? How can you be my name? Get your father's name and use. And Bisola said, no, that's what you want to use. And that's how Bisola stayed back from that particular crusade. But I think the other one, is it Singapore crusade? She was able to make it. And now, how did she make to the second crusade? Now, instead of using Joshua, that is Prophet Joshua's name, she now looked for a name that was closer to Joshua, that is Johnson. Bisola, am I lying? Bisola, your name is not Bisola Johnson. That Johnson is, you wanted the name closer to Joshua. That name Johnson is not your name. Go and bring your certificate. Bring your certificate of origin, your birth certificate, or your first school living certificate. Bring it. Let's see. Bring it. Don't fabric. Don't turn anything. Just bring the original one and show us on screen. If I'm lying, let's say if it bears Bisola Johnson. That's even if you even have, because it didn't even look like someone have gone to school. I don't know. I'm sorry, Seth. I don't think you even have first school living certificate, Bisola. But document that original document that bears your name would not have Johnson on it. So when she now decided to use Johnson, that's how she was able to travel. And when she got to the crusade ground, just like every other time, Daddy asked everybody, okay, you guys can go, so that I will now be with the wise men in the prayer and do 1 or 2 stuff before coming back. Bisola said, no, she's not going with every other person. Bisola, all the disciples have gone. Where do you want to stay? And what are you staying behind to do? I want to stay behind to see Prophet T.B. Joshua. Bisola, am I lying? That you were bundled into the plane and brought back to Nigeria. In short, Bisola had to fly down to Nigeria that day with shorts, as with Nika, because she was not prepared to leave. She was forced. She was forced. Bisola have never in her life mentioned this in her video. Bisola, if I'm lying, come on screen and say you are lying. Say the way it was. Tell us why you're not good for that first crusade and why you went. Tell us if that name Johnson is your name. And tell us how you were bundled from Singapore down to Nigeria. Tell us here. If you did not tell Prophet T.B. no, I'm not traveling. I want to stay around. Stay around to do what? Stay around with your father. Your head. Today you have the mouth to talk against Prophet T.B. Joshua. Why? Because she was not like every other person you thought. She was not what you thought. You wanted to go and marry, send out the wife. Send out the wife. That's why you open your mouth and say, Evelyn, 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 to your mouth. Evelyn, that name no mean, that name no the heavy for your mouth. This is not your mates. You know the C class, you know the C level. You know the C level, you know C wife where daddy marry. Come the Evelyn, not Evelyn, not Evelyn. Make me and you like this, no see face to face. Make me and you look like this, no see face to face. Let's leave that one for another day. Go and bring your certificate. Let's see if that's your name. You don't like something. You don't come out your body. Why did you B.A. Johnson? You're looking for a name that is closer to that name. Imagine if Daddy had allowed you to use Bisola Johnson, Joshua. Today you would have come to tell us that, yes, you were married to Prophet T.B. Joshua, or in short, you were a daughter to Prophet T.B. Joshua, even before she was born. You were a daughter to Prophet T.B. Joshua even before he was born. Guy, I have never seen any unserious person in this life like Bisola. A very unserious, a foolish, a empty-headed person. Bisola. Anybody that takes Bisola serious is like Bisola. All of you that listen to Bisola, all of you are like Bisola. The Bisolas. Sure? Nah, two cannot work together except they agree. So, as he did, as soon as they. So, guys, that Bisola, let her come out now. You know, we are doing investigation and research now. We don't start our own. Bisola, come out and say, I'm not saying the truth. Go and bring your birth certificate, bring your certificate of origin, bring your first school living certificate if you have, and show us on screen, bearing Bisola Johnson. I'm not asking you to go and change that name and write any nonsense. Go and bring that one. Let's know if your name was Bisola Johnson or you changed it in the Senate of all nations. Look at you.